Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert forced out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Brown, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Brett Maher taking off 4 gallows.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. On 2nd and 1, Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And this one is right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Brett Maher taking off for Dallas.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own side?
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Brett Maher taking off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Maher on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Chargers nothing. Brett Maher taking off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for LA. 71 yards.
So far, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
31, Chargers nothing.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Chargers 8.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for two.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for two. And they're back within two scores. Down 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 51 yards.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Herbert now. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 60 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Powering forward. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 41.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It's Eckler again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Chargers first down.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You've got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Once more, here's Eckler. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Dancing to his left.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Bryan Anger now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? On the return, Carter.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
To about the 23.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid.
And this throw will be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Being chased out left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
44 yards.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Everyone, 54 line. Everyone, kill. Everyone, 46. Right.
A second down throw for Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On third down, it's Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use them.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go, 46.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Cowboys 14.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They'll start on the ground here on first down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Jones running left.
He'll take it inside the 25.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Running right, Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Packers 7. Brett Maher to kick off the
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Well, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Jones going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Open man Lamb, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Prescott. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
There we go, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Second and 11 now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
Right side to Watson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Now Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Dillon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Dillon again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Mason Crosby on for a field goal from 19 yards.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. To try again after the sack. Prescott.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Here's Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. We made 1.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jabril Cox.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Rodgers throwing here. Steps away to his left.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
46.
Here's Prescott.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Marr is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.